confidence intervals? Are you confident in your intervals? Okay, so it's that. So it's the amount under the normal graph. We're going to estimate the approximate confidence interval as an interval estimate for mu, the population mean. So mu is the population mean, x bar is the sample mean. Okay. Where z is the appropriate quantile for the standard normal distribution. In other words, z is like the amount of standard deviations away from the mean. Yeah? So what did I say the z-score was for 95%? Say it loud. So 1.96 standard deviation. That's for 95%. So it goes 1.96 positive. That's the outer limit of the 95% confidence, and negative 1.96 standard deviations for the lower limit. So if you rearrange this, or pretty much if you rearrange this, you get this formula up here. So we talked about x bar, we talked about z. What's s? Any guesses? The sample what? Sample standard deviation. And hopefully you remember n from last lesson. It's the number in the number in the sample. Okay, so let's apply it. So I surveyed 20 people in your English class, apparently, and I found that they spend an average of $4.53 on their lunch. Like I said, the average is that. So how do we, what symbol is that? Looking back at the symbols I gave you at the start. It's not mu, it's x bar, because this is a sample. I'm not taking the whole cohort, I'm just taking 20 people. What else is the question given us? So it's given us the sample standard deviation. It's given us the n, which is 20 people, and it's given us a 95, or that's what it wants us to find, the 95% confidence interval. 1. So we're just going to sub in all the values. That's for all 95% confidence intervals. That's the z-score. Yeah. That's why I said try and memorize the z-scores for 95% and for 90%. So that's the z-score if the mean is 0. Yeah. Well, if it's a sample mean, use this equation here. Does that make sense? It's between, yeah, the 95% confidence interval is between $4.43 and $4.63. Calculator, menu, statistics. So statistics, confident intervals, Z interval. Now we don't want data because that's using like data that's been given to us. So it's just given us stat amounts. So it's given us a standard deviation, a mean, and a sample size. 5, 3. And we had how many? 20 people in your English class. Confidence interval of 95%. Okay, and it gives us the lower interval and the upper. So we can check our answers. Did we get the same answer?